Our next theorem is perpendicular bisector theorem. So there are two parts, part 1 and part 2, or case 1 and case 2. So first part, any point on the perpendicular bisector of a segment is equidistant from its endpoints. Read statement carefully. Any point on the perpendicular bisector of a segment is equidistant from its endpoint. So AB is your given segment and L is the perpendicular bisector of segment AB. This perpendicular bisector divides this segment into two equal parts. So P is any point on this perpendicular bisector L. So you have to prove that this point P is equidistant from two endpoints, from point A and from point B. So what is given? Line L is perpendicular bisector of seg AB at point M. Line L is perpendicular bisector of segment AB at point M. Point P is any point on line L. To prove PA is equal to PB. To prove PA is equal to PB. Now construction, draw seg AP and seg BP. Draw seg AP and seg BP. Now proof. Line L is perpendicular bisector of segment AB. It is given. Therefore, segment AM is congruent to segment BM. This is your equation 1. L is the perpendicular bisector. Therefore, AM is equal to BM. So, seg AM is congruent to seg BM. This is your equation 1. And angle PMA equal to angle PMB equal to 90 degree. This is the second equation. Angle PMA equal to angle PMB is equal to 90 degree, and this is your equation 2. In triangle PMA and PMB, these two triangles, in triangle PMA and PM, in triangle PMA and in triangle PMB, side PM is congruent to side PM, common side. Side PM is congruent to side PM, common side. Angle PMA is congruent to angle PMB from second. Angle PMA equal to angle PMB is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, angle PMA is congruent to angle PMB. Therefore, angle PMA is congruent to angle PMB from second. Side AM is congruent to side BM from 1. L is perpendicular bisector, so seg AM is congruent to seg BM from 1. Therefore, side AM is congruent to side BM from 1. Therefore, these two triangles, therefore, triangle PMA is congruent to triangle PMB by SAS test of congruency. Therefore, triangle PMA is congruent to triangle PMB. Reason is SAS test of congruency. Therefore, if two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding sides and corresponding angles are congruent. Therefore, these two triangles are congruent by SAS test of congruency. Therefore, sec PA is congruent to sec PB, and reason is CSCT. Therefore, sec PA is congruent to sec PB. Reason is CSCT, corresponding sides of congruent triangle. Therefore, when segments are congruent, their lengths are equal. Therefore, PA is equal to PB. Therefore, PA is equal to PB. So, any point on the perpendicular bisector of a segment is equidistant from its endpoints. Now, case 2. Case B or part 2. Any point equidistant from the endpoints of a segment lies on the perpendicular bisector of the segment. Now, any point equidistant from the endpoints of a segment lies on the perpendicular bisector of the segment. So, what is given? Point P is any point equidistant from the endpoints of segment AB, that is PA equal to PB. Now, it is given P is point on this line L, on this line L, which is and PA is equal to PB is given. So, any point equidistant from endpoints of a segment lies on the perpendicular bisector of the segment. Therefore, given is point P is any point equidistant from the endpoints of segment AB, that is PA equal to PB given. So, to prove point P is on the perpendicular bisector of segment AB, so you have to prove that point P is on the perpendicular bisector of segment AP. Now construction, take midpoint M of seg AB and draw line PM. Take midpoint of seg AB and draw line PM. This is your construction. Now proof. In triangle PAM and PBM, in triangle PAM and PBM, sec PA is congruent to sec PB, sec PA is congruent to sec PB, it is given. Sec AM is congruent to sec BM, it is construction, because construction is take midpoint M of sec AB and draw line PM. If M is the midpoint means AM is equal to BM. So sec AM is congruent to sec BM, reason is construction. And sec PM is congruent to sec PM. Sec PM is congruent to sec PM and reason is common side. Reason is common side. Therefore, triangle PAM is congruent to triangle PBM. Triangle PAM is congruent to triangle PBM by SSS test of congruency. Triangle PAM is congruent to triangle PBM by SSS test of congruency. So, these two triangles are congruent by SSS test of congruency. Therefore, angle PMA is congruent to angle PMB by CACT. If two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding sides and corresponding angles are congruent. Therefore, angle PMA is congruent to angle PMB. Reason is corresponding angles of congruent triangle. PMA is congruent to angle PMB. So, angle PMA is congruent to angle PMB. But angle PMA plus PMB equal to 180 degree, linear pairs of angles. But angle PMA plus PMB equal to 180 degree, linear pairs of angles. Therefore, PMA plus PMA equal to 180 degree. Therefore, angle PMA plus angle PMA equal to 180 degree. Since angle PMB equal to angle PMA, angle PMB is equal to angle PMA. So, for this angle PMB, we can write as angle PMA. Now, angle PMA plus angle PMA equal to 180 degree. So, angle PMA plus angle PMA equal to 2 times of angle PMA equal to 180 degree. Now, angle PMA equal to 180 divided by 2. So, equal to 90 degree. Sorry. Therefore, angle PMA is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, if angle PMA is equal to 90 degree, means sec PM is perpendicular to sec AB. It means sec PM is perpendicular to sec AB. But point M is the midpoint of sec AB by construction. But point M is the midpoint of sec AB by construction. Therefore, and this is your equation 1, this is your equation 2. Therefore, line PM is the perpendicular bisector of segment AB. So, therefore, PM is the perpendicular bisector of segment AB. So, point P is on the perpendicular bisector of segment AB. So, point P is on the perpendicular bisector of segment AB.